Hello and welcome back to Childish Things, a Threadbare story. Thanks for joining us for our third episode. If you weren't aware, there are two previous episodes to this one. You can go back and watch those later, or you can go back and watch them now and then come back and watch this one later. Or you can watch all three simultaneously.
I recommend that option.
Yeah. You'll definitely know everything.
Before we jump into the game today, I wanted to take a brief moment and show off a new book I got.
Oh!
Yay! It's littler than I thought it would be. Cute.
It's RPG. It's kind of compact, nice,
Toy-sized.
cover.
It's also on a screen.
It's so tiny.
Shout out to the postman. Yeah, it's even smaller on the screen. Anyway, yeah, we've been using the online PDF all this time to learn the rules and whatnot, but we finally got this bad boy in. So it's pretty awesome. There's that's just writing. I was gonna show you some of the art.
Are there pictures?
There are.
The pictures are really good.
We like
Spoiler,
pictures.
Don't look at that. Anyway, there's some cool stuff in here. So
Hey, Justin.
if you watch all of this and you think, hey, I would love to play that with my RPG group or a group that I would want to play an RPG with, you should totally pick yourself this book. I ordered it on drivethrurpg.com. They have everything there. I know that you can just get like the PDF for just I think $9. But if you want the hardcover and everything, support. I should have mentioned Stephanie Bryant is the name of the creator. But if you want to support them and Threadbare as a whole, go get yourself a copy and check it out. And then don't give these guys the spoilers that are inside.
I'm gonna go read it.
Is that how it works?
It's just like it's a novel. I'm just adapting the novel.
No, you don't. Your character wouldn't do that. No. That's not how this ends.
That is
Oh, God.
the thing I'm sharing for today. I'm also drinking a Bloody Mary, so make yourself one if you'd like. Anybody else have anything to share? Kelsey, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm sitting here. I didn't get the memo, but I brought my sleeping toy this time. But yeah, feeling good about life and happy to be here. I watched Nerd Nachos yesterday, which is Justin's new video, like a how to do nerdy things and digging deep into them. Very fun. The first one's about him creating the logo for that, which was neat, and you get to see him use his like digital writing tools, which is cool, or drawing tools.
Drawing.
Yeah, thanks for watching that. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so Nerd Nachos is my new YouTube channel that you can find if you just type Nerd Nachos into YouTube. Ryan, what are you up to?
Oh, not much. Just trying to figure out how blinds work. I don't know. No, I've been doing.
Me too.
I don't get it. There's strings and plastic. I've been live streaming again some video games at Haruzard on a bunch of different channels. And then other than that, I've just been working, and we put up a fence last week and got one of the gates in. We have one more gate to go. So give it another 6 months and we'll have that gate in.
It's a really nice fence. You guys did a good job.
Thanks.
Thank
Our
you.
dog loves it. You guys should come over, all of you. Emma, bring your dog.
Okay.
I just want you to come.
I'll bring my cat dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dog.
A cat
Cat
dog.
dog.
Andy, what you up to?
Classic. We've been, Nicole, my girlfriend, has a garden in the back, a little raised bed garden that has some veggies in it. But last summer, there was a groundhog that kept getting into it and eating all the tomatoes right before she could pick them. So this year, she ordered a netting cage sort of thing. So we assembled that yesterday and plopped it on top to protect it. And it's working pretty nice so far. She can
Hasn't
still
stolen one.
get in there, and all the tiny little growing tomatoes are looking pretty good.
Does she have baby tomatoes yet?
Yeah, there's tiny little green ones, and then we saw tiny little cucumbers today too.
Yay! Yeah, I currently just have
Yum.
flowers, not to babies yet.
That's cool.
Pictured you guys as like the evil farmers in every animal story.
Yeah,
Like
that's
the
us.
rabbit style.
Oh.
All the people that you only see from like the torso down
Uh-huh.
in the animal stories. That's us.
They
Emma,
do always have a lot of patterns, like Nicole. Like, just like, I love that.
Emma, what are you up to?
I've been trying to keep up with the news, keep up with the news of the protests and what's happening all over the country. It's really hard to keep up because there's a lot of stuff going on in a lot of different places. But I've been trying to keep up with that and see if there's things that I can do. I also spent some time this week editing Spellbound, our latest episode, episode 9. Only you can protect forest flyers. Ben Oxford came up with that title. I can't take credit.
Yes, Ben.
But that's out there now. If anybody's following Spellbound, our newest episode is up.
Yay!
If you guys enjoy, if our audience, if you enjoy anything that we're doing here, I tell you, Spellbound is a podcast, of course, and you can just listen to it in the shower or in the car or whatever. But it's solid. You go check it out. It's really great. I'm only on episode 6, I think, so I got some catching up to do.
That's pretty good though.
Yeah, I started listening as well. Really enjoy it. The characters are all really fun, and the writing is really good.
Who's your
Kelsey,
favorite
Kelsey.
character?
You're in it. You're
Um,
in the thing.
There's an elf called Delalia who sounds smoking. Not
Yeah.
sure what's
Mm.
going on there, but
Does.
very
That's true.
sounds
Smoking,
and or
not
looks very
stirred.
smoking.
Fantastic, guys. So let's go ahead and jump in where we left off. Our tiny heroes, I should say. You're all small. You spent your day playing games at the annual Awake Day festival. The newest awakened toy, Peg, was shown around by Lucinda. She jumped rope with Summer, showed Xoxo some love during charades, and even won hide and seek with Rev's help. As the dance-off heated up, a storm swept in, and everyone was forced inside for shelter. One toy was missing, though. Peg had gone off on her own. She climbed up the great tree, and in a moment of peril, was swept away in the wind, falling straight into a sewer drain. The great tree is on fire from the lightning that struck it. Rain is pouring down, and wind is heavy, kind of pushing everybody back and whatnot, kind of causing chaos all around. You all are there, right by the sewer drain. You all ran up just in time to see her go down, and with you is Piper, the Patriot doll, much larger than all of you. And a few others run up as well. You see Lieutenant Green. He is the leader of the little soldiers. Lieutenant Green and two of his privates, Jade and Sage, kind of flank him. And then you also coming up behind them, you see the leader of the delivery service, Rev, your boss, Axel, the Ultra Shifter, and finally you see Mayor Giglo kind of run up behind. He's a little slower than everybody else, and as you're all standing there, Mayor Giglo says, "Hey, hey, what happened? Is everyone okay?"
No.
We've lost somebody.
Yeah, they went down into a sewer drain.
Yeah, it was Peg, the new one, the newly awakened toy.
Peg, the Peggy pouch.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah,
She went into the sewer drain. Why'd she do that? That's
because of
silly.
the wind.
Yeah, I don't think it was on purpose.
It was
Giglo.
not a choice. She did not do this by choice.
Well,
Oh no, he got set off.
Sorry. The rain tends to kind of seep. I get out of the rain. I do not think this is funny.
Yeah, this is not appropriate.
Yeah, you're sending lots of mixed signals, but that's all right.
He starts to find some cover. You see Piper is standing next to you, and she turns and looks up at the tree, and she says, I'm sorry, I have to go help put that out. I'll be back. And she runs off.
Be safe, Piper.
Your call is kind of drowned out by this, the thundering sound of thunder.
See, how to describe thunder.
I can see it so perfectly.
Let's see. Lieutenant Green says, "All right, well, Jade, Sage, let's take a look." They walk over and they kind of peek their heads down inside the sewer drain, and he says, "Don't get too close, Jade, Sage. You go down those sewer drains, you ain't coming back." And he looks back at you guys and he says, I mean, you could come back. I'm sure she's fine. Yeah.
Okay, good. I got scared there for a moment.
Right. Well, this is dangerous. We should probably head back inside and regroup and figure out what our next step is.
But wait, if we go back inside, then Peggy might be in trouble right now.
Yeah, I think we got to just jump that shark and go get her.
Yeah, the faster the better. It's every second is maybe another second that she gets farther away.
Let's go, guys. Time is of the essence.
At this point, I think Abe and Oodle have caught up to the group. And Abe says, "Pardon me," as the rain's coming down. "Did I hear that you want to go into the sewers?"
Yeah, because we want to save our friend Peg.
Yes, it's not because we want to go into the sewers.
Oodle says, "Yeah, but nobody goes into the sewers. It's like if you wanted to never come back to the community."
Well,
Wait.
then we'll be the first.
So are you saying that if we go into the sewers, then we are not going to be welcome here any longer?
Oh no, you will be welcome, of course, if you make it back.
Okay.
And I think Darby, the sock, he's kind of scooted his way up. He's a little slower as well. He says, Lucinda! Lucinda!
Yes, Dobby?
Did you find her?
She got carried down to the sewers.
Oh no. This is all my fault.
No.
And Lucinda puts her hand on Darby's self and
And is like, this isn't your fault at all. But if there's anything you can tell us, it might help us.
Well, Thunder. Peg came to me with Henry and Sarah. They were being little brats, so I told them to get out, go away. But Peg, she stayed silent. She stayed with me. She said she was sorry. She said that no one was deserved to be made fun of. I told her. She asked about my past, about our past, Lucinda, about how we came to the community to begin with. And I told her she was so interested. No one's ever interested in old Darby's stories. But I maybe told her, I don't know, too much. I told her that I was still looking for my mate. And at that point, Abe chimes in and says, Yes, we all know, Darby, that you are looking for some mysterious, perfect soulmate out there in the world beyond. But, Darby, we've told you many times, your home is here. You can make a home here. You don't need some some mate out there. I know what you said, but don't make a difference to me. I feel it deep in my wool. It's, there's someone out there for me, my partner. And I told her that, and well, she got real wide-eyed, and I just kept talking, and she didn't say anything, and she just took off. Without another word, I ran over, and I lost her near the great tree. But
I think that you sharing that story with her did not hurt anything. Knowledge is power, and keeping information from people doesn't help anyone out.
Do you think that she might
I
have?
have to agree, said Oodle.
Do you think that she might have ran away because she was trying to help you, Darby, find your mate? Maybe.
Oh, I hope not. I'd feel horrible.
Oh, that's what it sounds like. I think she definitely was doing
pretty
that.
straight on. That's what it was.
Yeah, I'm not a detective, but it seems like putting that piece together. So my question is, the rain is coming, and she's in that sewer drain. That the sewer drain is probably getting a little bit faster because of the rain. So I love chatting with y'all. I love talking with you, learning about you and your lives, hearing about your problems, and trying to help fix them. But I think we should probably maybe get a little bit of a get up in our step.
Yep,
so
let's go.
Maybe...
With Xoxo.
Sorry,
You
Emma,
can
go
keep
ahead.
talking. No, I'm with Xoxo, and she's like still wearing her disco boots. So when he said giddy up in her step, she started like dancing a little bit.
You guys see, so Mayor Giglo is calling to you from underneath the great tree where there's a bit more like shade under the rain and whatnot. He's like, "Hey, come over here real quick. Just come here real quick. Come on over here.
Underneath the burning tree?
I walk over there.
So
Okay.
And it's really the burning that has started to die down. Piper, along with Bull and Dozer and Flipship and Rip, are all kind of up there, kind of taking care of stuff up there. But Ruby, Ruby and Brad.
Brad.
Oh my god.
Ruby, Brad, and a few other little soldiers have also kind of come out and are helping with different things. And Ruby kind of like, as you guys go over to the mayor, Ruby comes up to you. Oh, sorry, rather, Mayor Giglo says, so I've just been informed by Abe here that this is not his voice. Hang on, let me find that southern thing. All right. I've just been informed by Abe that y'all intend to head down into the sewer. Is this correct?
Yeah, we got to save our friend Peg.
Yes, quicker rather than later.
Well, I wish you the best of luck. Axel, did you? And Axel comes over and he says, I forget what Axel's voice sounded like, but it was probably something Optimus Prime like. And he comes over and he says, yes, I have these. And he like slides over stuff, and he says, if you all are to go into the great Unsewn, then
say that one more time for the audience.
yeah, into the great Unsewn, then you will need some stuff. So you guys can all grab some stuff and replenish your stuff if you haven't.
How many stuffs do we get?
One. You only get one stuff. You only ever either have stuff or you don't have stuff.
And right now we all have stuff.
Right now you all have stuff. And then he says, and then he looks over to you, Rev, and he says, Rev, you do this right. that promotion's all yours. Saving a life. That's what makes a true delivery service hero.
Is that what you did?
Yes.
All right.
All
Good to
right.
know.
Flip, Chip, and Rick. We're one. We don't have time for this story. I'll tell you. when you get-
It sounds really interesting.
When Axel transforms, are they an ambulance or something when they're in their car form?
That's a great question. I hadn't considered. Yes, they are an ambulance. I like that a lot.
Yay!
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank
Solved
you
it.
for that gift of improv. Ruby comes over to you, Lucinda, and types into their little screen, and it says, "Be safe out there. I will cover things here. Don't worry. Don't worry. I've learned from the best."
Lucinda puts her arm on Ruby's corner. That's her favorite move.
Thank you so much for being such a good friend and such a good supporter.
And can you hear the voice is the best thing. And Ruby says back, "Go get our girl." And then let's see, Brad puts a hand on you, Summer, on your shoulder, and he's like, "Hey,
Hi, Brad.
You know, while you're gone, is it cool if I
Wait for me to come back and then we can get married? Yes!
Everyone in the whole circle is just like, and he says, "Oh, no. I was gonna say, is it cool if I use your stuff from the shop? If I rip my abs a bit? I get really ripped sometimes."
Oh, I know.
That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. You can use my stuff anytime.
Cool. Thanks. Hey, you've been really cool to me. Thank you so much, Spring. You're awesome. And then he walks away.
And she Summer turns to the closest friend close by, and she says, "He remembered my name began with an S." Oh.
Oh boy.
All right, are we ready to beat Scoot and Boogie?
Mayor Giglo just puts his hand on your arm, Xoxo, and says, "Now, Xoxo, I know that you haven't had much." This is the wrong voice again. Xoxo, I know that
That's
you
okay.
haven't had
Just be
much
you. Just be the authentic you.
You haven't had much experience out there in the world beyond, so I just want to give you a little heads up. Listen, buddy, you are a staple of this your community,
Oh, jeez.
but your kind of kindness may not cut it out there, okay? You might have to get a little bit, edgier, all right?
Well, I'm a cuddly bear. I don't think I can get edgier. I guess my eyes maybe they're kind of hard and made of plastic, but
Yeah, I meant personality-wise, friend, okay?
oh yeah, I can turn it on when I need to. I think I'll do you proud. I promise. But I might not be able to be mean. I don't think I have it in me to be mean.
Well, I just wanted to throw that out to you, all right?
All right. Well, I caught it. I'm gonna put it right here.
All right, put it right there. All right. You all, hey, be safe out there. Good luck. Find Peg and come on back safe to us. All right. And you all start to head toward the sewer drain.
Can I say that?
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Summer takes off her disco boots. She puts her go-go boots back into her backpack of holding, and she puts on her cowgirl hat, which makes her more likely to take risks. And she says, "Yeah, let's go, partners."
Oh, I love it so much.
And you all go over to the sewer drain. Lieutenant Green is still there, and he's got his little platoon of soldiers, and he's like yelling out to him: Lime, olive, emerald, mint, shamrock, jade, sage.
Somebody Googled a bunch of different types of green.
Thanks, Crayola.
I love it.
And he says, mint, shamrock, pickle. It is up to you to accompany these fine people on their journey. Are you up to this challenge? And Shamrock says, sir, yes, sir. And Pickle says, sir, yes, sir. Now this is all.
You're gonna remember all these.
Yeah, you gotta remember
What
these
does
voices.
Shamrock do?
So Shamrock and Pickle both say, sir, yes, sir. Mint says, thank you, Father.
Oh.
Is this going to be a Shang situation? Are we going with like Shang, and then something's going to happen to his dad, and suddenly it's going to be Shamrock's job to lead the army?
I don't know at this
I
point.
don't know.
That's too far down the line.
Okay.
Oodle pops over to you all as well, and she says, "Hey, I don't know if I can be much help, but I maybe would like to come. I've always kind of had a secret interest in being able to map out what's beyond in the world. I like to map things."
Well, I mean, our goal is to get Peg back, not to map the world. But I mean, if you want,
Sure. Something about this whole thing makes me think, you might map out a lot of stuff.
I mean, if you want to come along, that'd be fine. It's just going to be dangerous, so I want to make sure you understand.
Oh, yeah, dangerous. I don't do so good with dangerous. Unless, I mean, can you all protect me? Or, And Shamrock says, that's what we are here for, ma'am. He salutes every time he speaks. And Oodle says, okay,
Yeah, we'll protect you. Cool. Justin, is there any way for me to see if I can find like the lid of a garbage can or something that we could like
yeah, you
throw
can
down
roll
into?
You can roll for
Scrounge.
find something.
Okay.
Which is a let's see. I didn't have the moves list pulled up, but it's scrounge, yeah. So go ahead and roll for scrounge.
Scroungers. Oh, it's a +0. A 7.
A 7. Okay. Let's see. With that, you pick one of these. You find exactly what you were looking for. It isn't dangerous, or nobody else wants it. So either way, you find what you're looking for. But that first one is basically it was exactly the trash can lid that you were hoping it would be, or whatever.
Great.
Is that what you choose?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you know exactly where one of it pops into your head because you've seen it kind of over in the community the whole time. So what is it exactly that you're grabbing?
So I'm looking for like a medium-sized trash can lid that we can put into the sewer drain so that we can ride on it instead of just being toys in rushing water in a sewer.
Okay, I like that. Okay, cool. So yeah, you go and you stick it like right over the near the sewer drain. Now, here's the thing. The sewer drain is rather slim and narrow. And so you all, I would say Rev is maybe the only one not like flexible enough to be able to slide underneath it. So you guys are going to have to figure out how to get Rev through this thing. If that makes sense.
So
Sorry.
I just want to clarify what it looks like. So it's an opening, like a sewer, like
curb. Yeah.
like on a curb. Yeah.
Curb, like underneath, like where like this is the curb, this is the sidewalk, and then it kind of like it's like where like Pennywise would like pop his head out.
Right. Is there a manhole on top like there usually is?
Is that normal that there's a manhole on top of that drain?
There usually is.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say in the street
Oh.
there is a manhole. Yes.
Okay, well, yeah,
I don't know that
wherever.
I think it's on I don't think it's on top of of the sidewalk where the train is, but yeah, just down the street a little bit there is a manhole.
Hey, Rev, do you have shocks inside your body?
I don't know if I'm that advanced.
Could we, if we weighted you down on the top, would you be able to like scrunch a little bit, like with if your shocks on your wheels go down?
I don't think I mean I'm made of plastic. I don't know if I
that's
don't think
true.
my parts are able to do that.
Summer, could you help take his wheels off and put them back on?
What?
Sorry.
Only if he consented.
Of course. But Rev, that might be the quickest and best option.
My wheels are pretty important to me. They're
Yeah, if we drop one into that sewer, it's gonna go bye-bye.
And
What
we need to
about
make sure we don't. She has a bag we can put them in.
what about that manhole over there?
Darby,
Could we? Oh, sorry.
no, that's good. That's great. Darby actually comes over to your group, and at the same time that you say that, Summer, Darby says, "There's what used to be known as a manhole over here." Yeah.
Poor Darby.
Thank you, Darby, for your suggestion.
And Oodle says, What's a manhole? What is that?" And Darby says, "I don't know why I know this, but back
Love that.
in the time before, the large people, would go inside them into the underground." And Oodle said, "Oh, I didn't know that. This whole time, that's what that's been. Sometimes I like to lay on it and sunbathe." And anyway, so Darby kind of points over and says, "Yeah, that's over there."
Well, if we took the hole, the lid off the hole, maybe I could find a rope to lower Rev down into the sewer. So then that way we don't have to take Rev apart.
Yeah, I would appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
let's
think we
try to
need a
open it.
rope to open it because it's too heavy literally for a person to open usually.
That's a good point, Lucinda. I mean, that's a good point, Lucinda. I'm wearing a cowgirl hat now. I forgot.
Oh yes.
All right, so Xoxo goes over and he tries to just like lift it by himself at first.
Okay. Go ahead and roll push or pull.
I thought it would just be like, oh no, you can't lift it, you silly bear.
Hey, you guys try something.
Silly
I'm gonna
old
put you roll
bear.
for it.
What is this?
Bear.
Push
Strong
or
arm?
pull. Strong arm, yeah.
Okay. Wait. Yeah. Okay. 5.
Sounds about right.
You can get a hold for that. Don't forget to use your holds, guys, too. There can be certain good scenarios to use them certain times here, maybe. Yeah, you're like lifting, and it's just like you're about to rip your arms off, because your seams, like one seam start like pops, and another seam starts to like rip a little bit, and you rip a little hole in your left arm. So I'm gonna say that this is new. This is fun.
Oh no.
Fun times.
This is fun.
Yeah, it's very
for you?
fun.
So you have damaged your left arm. So that part is currently broke. Well, it's not broken. Sorry, it's damaged.
Mhm.
So I don't know if I explained this before, but for our audience, there's a difference between damaged parts and broken parts. So damaged parts can totally be fixed later on, or right now, or whenever, if you jury rig them, which is a move. Broken parts cannot be fixed. They must be permanent. They're permanent broken. They must be replaced somehow, or used for some other way. So also, I think I explained this maybe in the first episode, but for each of these toys, they have a certain set of parts, and those parts are kind of like their health. And whenever they damage a part, if there was some sort of attachment tied to that part, what was there for you on this one, Ryan?
Um,
On your
my
arm,
left arm.
left
no.
arm.
Nope.
Okay. Okay, great. So then you just kind of rip your left arm off. Basically, you just can't use that left arm until you fix it. So that happens, and also Piper comes kind of clomping through the rain over, and you all kind of like turn back to as you hear her coming. The motorcycles outside apparently. It's thunder. I don't know if you guys can hear that. The fire in the great tree looks like it's pretty much been doused down. The damage is still pretty bad, but Piper comes clumping over. She looks like she's been working hard on that tree. But she comes over and she says, I saw from up there that you maybe what's going on? What do you need help? Do you want help, Xoxo?
Oh yeah, we're trying to open up this I guess he called it a manhole. So we're trying to open this thing up.
Okay. I think we need some leverage here.
Can I use one of my holds to see if I can remember how they used to open them?
Sure.
Like where they used to put the little crowbar thing to pop it?
Yeah. So you spend a hold.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, Ryan, go ahead. I don't think we've talked about what your holds can do. You want to maybe mention that real quick?
So according to my character sheet, my holds I can use to apply real world logic or science to solve a problem.
Cool.
Awesome. So you, as Piper is saying this, and the rain is coming down, kind of like pattering and pittering around you, you kind of like lose focus for a moment, and this has happened to you multiple times throughout your life. But you just, I think maybe you call them your daydreams or something. I don't know what you want to call them.
Yeah, sure.
But you kind of lose focus, and there's a dream that you have in this moment, and this dream is of two people walking down the street. And when I say people, I mean these giant kind of like fleshy beings wearing these cloth garments, and they are walking down the street, and in between them there is a smaller fleshy being that has their hands up, and their hands are clasped to the two larger beings' hands. Sorry, I take that back. One hand is clasped. The other hand is wrapped around a figure that looks exactly like you, except so much cleaner and brighter and beautiful and just pristine. And you hear these mumbled voices say something about something, and then there's a giggle from the creature that's holding this clean you. And up ahead they're on the sidewalk, but up ahead you see there's like this orange kind of like plasticky looking like fence, and there are more of these flesh beings wearing very bright colors and these hard hats, and you see one of them, you see the little figure kind of point out their finger and mumble some more words, and some of these figures in these hard hats start kind of prying up this manhole, and you see this kind of through your eyes, through the child's eyes, through this aerial point of view. It's just all kind of like blurred into one dream, and for some reason you feel like you know how to open a manhole cover.
So I sit there with my eyes closed for just a second, and then I go,
So
I know how to open it.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Rev, what's up?
I was just checking in with you. You kind of spaced out there for a second.
Oh yeah, I did. I was just having a daydream. I know how to open this thing.
Oh.
How do we do it? Tell us.
Oh, well, we need. Well, see, I remember exactly how to do it.
So Go ahead. So go ahead and roll for me. This is gonna be a think it through.
Okay.
Um,
What is?
That's a strong arm, but you're also
Oh.
going to get a +1 on this roll for because you have the
Knowledge.
So if my strong arm is a 1, I would get +2.
yes.
10.
Hey.
You not only know how to do it, but for the sake of storytelling and narrative and time, you start to kind of command everyone around you in your own so way. The exact proper usage and tools needed and whatnot, and how, and like you're recreating that dream that you had, and pop the thing underneath, and then just lift, and everybody is like tug of warring it, and like pulling, and the manhole cover flips on its side, and now there is a large open hole on the outskirts of town in the middle of the street.
I like to imagine that you see a shot from up like in the hole and everyone's head just like is peeking over the edge, looking down into the darkness. Like, ooh.
That's great.
All right, y'all. So I have this trash can lid that I thought we could ride on as sort of a makeshift boat. But
And I go get on it.
yeah, if we all want to get on it to start, and then maybe a few of us push it in.
You do hear
once it
a
hits the
lot of
bottom-
running water down beneath. Just so you know.
We what?
You
We
hear a
hear
lot of
running
running water down at the bottom of the
Oh.
hole.
Oh, what if instead of pushing, we lower ourselves? What if instead of pushing, we lower ourselves using the jump ropes from earlier?
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That way no one has to get more hurt.
So, still sitting.
I want
Lucinda's
to
just sitting.
do that. What do I roll? I want to go get the jump ropes and make a tie around the lid, or like around some part of the lid that we can easily untie when we get down, or they'll let go of the rope and we'll keep the rope, and I want to do that.
Sure. I am going to say this is actually I'm going to say you actually need to make a device for this.
Ooh.
Very
So
excited.
This
when
is
you build
new.
a new device, it's going to require stuff, things, and helpers. Now you're going to spend your stuff on this,
Mm-hmm.
depending on what you roll. Your things that you have, you easily go back and find the jump ropes, and you have the trash can lid and all this stuff. So and that from there it just requires helpers. So I'm going to say it's just going to be I'm just going to say it's the three helpers that you have here. So so that is going to be it's just going to be 2d6 plus the number of your helpers, so +3.
Okay.
And if you get a 10 plus, you're going to get to choose 2 things from the following list. If you get a 7 and 9, it's just 1 thing. So
Oh crap.
go ahead and
didn't do
try
it
to
right.
make this device.
2d6 plus 3. I rolled an
Nice.
11.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get to choose 2 from the following list. It doesn't use your stuff. It gains a so because you built this device, it automatically gains 1 move. It can gain a second move. It can be made again in the future, like you remember the recipe, if you will, and or nobody knows that you made it. So you can choose 2 from that list.
Well, I know it's not going to be the last one. Okay, so it's either I don't lose my stuff, I can make this again. What was the 4th option?
So it already gains 1 move,
Yes.
just from building it, and I'm going to say that move is basically
Lower.
you're able to lower down safely into the hole. But you can give it a second move, basically, like it has some sort of secondary function.
I think I want to maybe give it a second move because we don't know what we're going to be doing when we're down there. Is there any way the second move can be something to do with light and illumination, because it might be dark in the sewer?
That's a good
Like,
idea.
can I tape a flashlight to it or a glow stick, maybe?
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I'll say you have one of those like camp lights
Like
with,
a lantern?
got the handle, like a lantern, yeah. But it's an like electronic one. It's still got batteries, still work. And so you kind of you guys spend some time doing the rope, and then there's kind of like this. So basically, you have a trash can lid, and then there are different like points, almost like a campfire, where it's like kind of or like a pyramid or something, where it's kind of coming to a single point, and then the lantern is kind of hanging up from the top of that. So you have this little hanging like light, and then the rope is attached to the top of that. But then the rope will still be attached, so you guys basically have like two long jump ropes kind of on the top of your thing. So it's almost like a hanging light is what you have that you're with the trash can lid at the bottom.
I am so proud of this boat we made, you guys.
Yeah,
this
way to
is
go.
super cute.
It's incredible.
You really masterminded that one.
The sewer's gonna be like 200 feet long.
Emma, was your other choice? It doesn't use your stuff. Is that right?
Oh, I get two. Sure, yeah. Let's say it doesn't use my stuff, so then I still have some stuff.
Good.
Nice.
I might need you to use that on me later.
Yeah.
So, wonderful. So Piper and a few others are up top, and Piper, you guys all get into the trash can lid. You four, along with Privates Mint, Shamrock, and Pickle, and then also Oodle pops in there as well. So the 8 of you climb on, and Piper starts to kind of push the trash can lid over toward the edge of the hole, and you hear that rushing water, and your hearts start to kind of pound a bit. This is the most adventure,
This is big.
maybe fair to say, any of you have ever had.
Oh, can we hold hands?
No, I cannot.
I hold your handle on your door.
Thank you.
Yeah, me too.
And Piper stops for a second and just looks at you, Summer, and says, be careful. Be safe.
I will. You be careful too, okay, Piper?
Yep. Shove.
And I wave my hand.
Oh my god, just like that movie.
And you fall for like a few feet, and the rope's kind of unraveling, and then it catches, and you're all like bounce for a second, and you're kind of hanging there, swinging and kind of like hitting the sides of the thing until you kind of come to a stop. The rushing water from down below has not quite hit you yet, but the rope starts to lower even more. And you hear a voice from up above, sounds like Piper, say, I'm out of rope. Are you there?
We're in.
You guys would guess that you have about 20 feet or so more.
Oh, jeez.
Till the bottom. I mean, the jump rope's not that long.
Oh, okay,
that's
that's
true.
fair.
Jump ropes are like 6 feet long.
Basically,
I
what I'm
forgot.
gonna say,
For toys, everything seems bigger.
what I'm gonna say is that you guys made it through the ladder section, if you will. And it opens up. I don't know how sewers actually look. I've never actually been in a sewer, but I'm going based off of every,
You
Teenage
knew all
Mutant
week we were
Turtles.
going to be in a sewer. You could have fucking researched it.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's what we're basing it off.
Yeah.
So if there's like a ladder hole, and then it kind of opens up into like the major like tunnel, you guys are just hanging just below like where the hole opens up. So you can see with the little light, you can see like this large cavern, and there's rushing water down below.
And I bet it smells like okay, because it's been a long time since people died.
That's true.
Like,
nobody's
There's
shitting this.
There's
Yeah.
no poo.
I'm gonna say it's actually 15 feet to the water. Actually.
Right. So everybody, if you want to just kind of get into the middle here, is this real world logic that Xoxo wouldn't know?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I mean, logic is logic. It's more about I think it's more consider like the fact like Scuttle from Little Mermaid, like trying to understand what like humans did in the time before. that's really what the like real world logic aspect of it would be.
Gotcha.
You guys can use like simple logic, like, hey, get to the center of the boat so you don't fall
Like
off.
physics, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we all get into the middle, then it'll fall straighter down, so that we'll hit into the water and we won't tip the
And
topsy.
everyone hold on to each other. Rev, you get in the middle.
If
Shamrock,
someone
Mint,
wants
Pickle,
to like sit on top
yeah.
of me, that would be great too. I think.
Shamrock, Mint, and Pickle get into
I'll
the
hop
bed,
inside.
into your bed.
Into the bed, yes. Okay, cool. And
Right.
I think me as a bigger toy is gonna like go over the top like this and hold around everyone.
Aw.
And Piper says,
Mama toy.
"What should I
Mama
do?
All right, on the count of 3, let go.
Let go?
Right? That's what we're doing, right? We're
That's all we got, Piper.
Okay.
Unless you got a barrel of monkeys up there.
All right. Wait.
You let go.
We didn't care.
And you guys splash into the water. Yeah, it is quite stinky.
It shouldn't be.
There's no poo.
I mean,
Unless it's animal poo.
this
It should just be water, Justin.
well,
It's also like a mildewy
I
inside
was gonna say,
underground.
it's not like
thing.
this is a clean area. I mean, this is. It's still got all of the stains, all the skid marks from before.
Yeah, it's only been
Ew.
like 2 years, not like 150 years.
We
Well,
don't know
We've all
that.
seen
You don't know that,
Venice.
Ryan.
Yeah, we don't know that.
Well, we don't know that, but I've been alive for 2 years. Is
Yeah.
what I know.
So that's all of history.
Yeah.
So you splash and you start to kind of like river rapids your way down. I think.
Oh boy.
Let's see. This is. Sorry. Okay. So
We're all like,
I know. I have to look. There's so many moves in this game, and I tried to memorize all of them, but it's hard.
"Well, can I do one?"
Yeah, sure. What do you want to do?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say I just wanted to roll it.
No. So you start to kind of your river rapids on your way down. It's kind of going crazy. And it goes for a while. You're going through this tunnel system. There comes to a point up ahead where you guys can see, because of your light, that the tunnel diverges into 4 different paths, kind of going all forward, but different kind of ways forward.
Not
There's
good.
no indication of which path is the right path or which path you should go down, but yeah. Do you care? Do you? There's really nothing.
There's no way to. Is one of them smaller, bigger? Are they all the same exact size?
That's a great question. Yeah. So I'm gonna say, actually, go ahead and everybody roll an act under pressure for me. Now, this is for those of you who maybe have bought the book. This is one of the ones that I added. I actually specifically stole it from another great game called Monster of the Week. But act under pressure is basically going to be anything that you may need to do under pressure. So this is plus scuffle, everybody.
Plus
Oh,
skull.
okay, thank you.
Oh.
That's nothing for me.
Oh,
Plus 0.
mine is
roll.
-1, and it
Oh,
won't let you
God.
put that in.
Mine is
It won't let you put -1 in.
No, it won't.
Mine's -1 too. I got a 5.
Is it? Hey,
Take the
so-
plus out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It's 5.
I got
it.
a 3.
I got an 8.
Okay. So you all. So yeah, go ahead and take hold. The 3 of you who failed.
Yay.
I'm going to say that you all are going to go into the rapids. Rev, you hear the very distinct sound, or rather faint sound of some sort of, like, what does it sound like? It's kind of like a echoey kind of sound. Basically, you know that the 2 center tunnels are going to drop off. like into a huge
Oh no.
ball, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say maybe you can see it. Maybe you can just detect it with your you have some like a sort of like echo sense.
Yeah.
He's a
And-
car. He knows the roads.
That's right.
So the two outside paths will probably continue forward. The two middle paths are gonna like fall into some sort of waterfall type thing.
Cool. So I share that with the group, and I say, you know, we need to go one way or the other on the far sides because the middle two are gonna break us all.
Oh,
Okay.
dang.
Let's go left.
Left?
How do we
Sure.
steer?
Maybe if we all stand
everybody-
over here on the
yeah.
left side.
Run on the left side.
Wait.
Oh, wait, that's, what side is left?
I was just trying to match you guys.
Good.
Now we
good
look
work,
like a
Emma.
bunch of idiots
Say,
rocking back and forth.
Kelsey, I'm gonna say since you are the one who kind of thought of this, I'm gonna say go ahead and roll Think It Through for me. This is plus Strong Arm. Just you, Kelsey.
Come on, Lucinda.
Okay, this might go well.
Hey.
9 thanks to my +2. Whew.
Woo!
Ooh.
What was it?
9.
9. Awesome. So yeah, you all stand on one side of the can of the lid, and it starts to like you guys. So here's the lid, and then you guys like move to this side, and it goes, and you all start to like, almost like sideways, and it's kind of doing like a cool like wind surfing thing. And you kind of pop up on some rapids and whatnot, and the path going down and the path going straight are like right here, and you rip off of one wave, and you're about to fall down the path. I'm gonna say your plan worked, but now I need everybody to roll a this is shit, let's see, we'll call this a push pull
Strong arm.
strong arm. Yeah, everybody roll one of those for me.
Oh, I have +1.
Nice. I got a 10.
Oh wait, I didn't do that right.
Actually, Ryan, I
Didn't
should have
do
given you a
anything.
-1 on this one because your left arm isn't working.
Oh,
Oh, I got a
So,
12.
9,
I got a 10. Good job, us.
10, 12, 9.
so I have a -1, Justin?
No, just
Ooh.
-1 from what you had. So a 10
Yeah, so-
-1, so 9.
I got
Okay,
an
nice,
11.
nice.
Okay, so
Guys,
Dang,
you're
we rolled
killing it,
good.
guys.
extreme successes and a partial success. Wonderful. So I'm gonna say
Yes.
This is the best I've ever rolled
Uh-huh.
in my
so
life.
here's what happens.
In any game.
Ryan, you get to choose, because you was as a partial success, you get to choose. Do you take damage to one of your parts? Do you drop whatever you're carrying? Or do you get lost and separated from the rest of the players?
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Don't.
Just I'm pretty damaged right now. I have like 4 damages on me from.
Aw.
Oh,
First game.
so.
All right, I get separated
Fuck.
from the group.
I love it. So you got woof, like off the last wave, woof, and the most of you like kind of the I'm gonna say the boat actually smashes into the wall,
Oh.
kind of breaking it apart.
Oh
The
no.
three of you kind of flowed over into the left side, the left tunnel, along with well, you don't know, but you actually splash into the water, and you know go down that path. So you and I'm gonna say Oodle.
Oh, Oodle.
You and Oodle are on the other half of the smash, and you are actually kind of land back on the trash lid. So you and Oodle are like there, and you are going through the middle tunnel. And you hear up ahead, and Oodle turns to you and says, I think we're screwed. And you just down into the depths of the sewer.
Oh, dang.
Wait,
The three of you,
to clarify, he's on the lid. What are we on?
you guys are in the water. That's what I said.
Oh,
yeah, you
boy.
fell
But
into
we
the-
rolled so well.
And you went down the right path, and here's what happened.
Okay.
So you fell into the water, and so basically what the roll was for was to make sure that you went down the right path.
Okay.
Awful.
So you kind of are like swimming around the water and whatnot, and you feel like you're like kind of lifted up out of the water. And all three of you are kind of pulled up onto the sides. Like there's a little like walkway on the side of
What?
the tunnel.
There's
And,
mole people.
Looking down at you, you see a really soggy looking stuffed little bunny rabbit looking down at you with like a one eye kind of like pulled out of its socket. And
Ugh.
they are just like moldy and kind of like a you know, like the Davy Jones's pirates at the like in Dead Man's Chest. Kind of like, you know, like little barnacles on them. Just kidding, there's no barnacles. But they're gross looking. Looking down at you, and a voice looks down at you three and says, "Welcome to the underworld."
What?
I think that's where we'll end today.
The
Good.
underworld.
What?
Man.
That was pretty cool. Awesome, you guys. I loved it because, like, admittedly, the first two episodes were, kind of like, I think Emma put it really well earlier, kind of like a tutorial for you guys and for the audience to kind of get used to characters and exposition and whatnot. But today was really the first session that I had no idea how it was gonna go. So, and I
It went really well.
was not expecting that ending, so that was cool. Great. So we'll find out what happens next time.
On Childish Things, a Threadbare story.
Fair story. Thanks all for watching. Make sure you join us again next week, same time, same happy place, to find out what happens to our friends in the underworld, and if Xoxo and Oodle are dead, and if Ryan needs a new character.
Yep, Ryan will make a new character. So
Oh,
too. The Reckoning.
So true. Yeah, thanks so much for watching. Stay safe out there. Spread some love. Be good, and see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching.